Hello, my name is Leandro Silva. I'm the founder of Riowebfest. Riowebfest was founded in 2015 after I did my web series The Opposite of Sex. It's a comedy web series, an 85-episode comedy web series about a young married couple trying to get laid. And thanks to this web series, we've been awarded in several web festivals, including Los Angeles Webfest in 2015. And then after this, Bilbao Webfest, Miami Webfest, and Roma Web Awards. And thanks to these awards and nominations in Melbourne and several others, I was able to actually sell my web series to different platforms in Russia, France 2 times, and in South Korea. So as a creator, when I submitted my web series to Los Angeles and I got all these awards, and because of the awards, I was able to get in touch with actual producers and sellers. I decided, well, we need to have one of these in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, the town where I live in and from where I'm speaking right now. So we decided to start Riowebfest. The first edition was in November 2015, and we've been doing it yearly ever since. And we are reaching its 6th edition this November. Riowebfest is very exciting because, for me especially, because I'm a founder, so I am a bit suspicious to talk about it, but I really like it because it's a unique moment where creators can actually meet each other. When you create the internet, it's a very lonely place because most of the times, even if you if you do a really good job and you have a really good product in hands, most of the times you don't get as many views as some other videos that are not as well done, but they are vloggers or whatever. And then when you do web series and you put it online and you don't get the response that you thought that you would get for it, it's a bit depressing. And even though there's like plenty of forums and social networks to talk about your web series and projects, nothing compares to real life. The first goal on Webfests, and especially in Riowebfest, is to connect creators, is to meet people. So as I mentioned before, the internet can be a very lonely place where you can do something really cool and not being recognized for it. So coming to Riowebfest is a place where you can meet other people that are in the same situation as you are, or even in better situations that learned a lot from it. And you can exchange experience with these people and maybe win an award or win a free ticket to another country, or even the chance to have your series to participate in another festival for free. And also you can meet television producers from regular TV and from digital television such as Dailymotion, Vimeo, YouTube, and other different platforms where you can actually try to sell and monetize your content. So this is what Riowebfest is about. It's about awarding creators and making every dime that they spent with us on the submission fee and everything they invest in Riowebfest, coming here and pay the plane ticket. We always try to give this back to them, having a unique experience of networking and winning cash awards and winning flight tickets and whatever. I think web series are peaking right now with all the pandemic and the world that we're living in, that we can't be close to the people we love, and we need to stay at home as much as we can. But even after this, I think people are going to stay home more and they need content. So I'm pretty sure that the internet has never seen before this much traffic as it's seeing right now, and people are hungry for different content that can't be seen on regular television. So if you have a very unique project, if you have an independent series that talk to a niche audience, this is the best time to produce it because people want to see what you have to show, people want to see what you have done, and they are looking forward to see you. Partnershiping with other webfests is very important because thanks to these partnerships, we become part of something bigger and we are not isolated. For instance, for me as a Brazilian, we have the language problem. I myself speak English, but most of my country doesn't. They do understand, but they don't speak it. So having my work recognized internationally means that I can bring the Brazilian way of life to different countries and tell stories that I tell to Brazilian audiences, and for them it's not that much of a big deal because they are tired to see these stories on television, whatever. But when I tell the same stories in France or in South Korea or in Canada or Russia, people love it because they don't have this content as much often as it is. So it's a very good idea to have international webfest partners because thanks to these partnerships, we can send them content from Brazil and they can send them content from their countries, and we can have this diversity that is a webfest. The webfest is a big party for diversity, I think. I think every webfest needs to have the creators panel where the creators can sit and talk about what they have done and we can see the faces behind the work, so I think this is very important. I do think it's important to have master classes with people that are specialized in the industry, other webfest founders, academic people that study web series, and of course representatives from big television channels and VOD platforms. You should always go to their keynotes. You should have keynotes on your webfest because thanks to these keynotes, creators can actually hear from players what they expect from them. So it's a very good idea to produce stuff, and then when you know what the players want, you can start producing things that are having a much better chance of getting monetized in the near future. For webfests and for festivals all around, is a very good goal to have to co-produce things and to cooperate. It's always nice to have friends, especially international friends, because most of the time sometimes you need footage from other countries and you can get it, but with a webfest you have international friends, you can always reach out to them, people that you know in person, that you have had a couple drinks with them, and then you can reach out to these people and ask them to help on your next project. It's also a very good idea to cooperate between festivals because some festivals, they have connections with the government, and sometimes to produce in another country there's a series of rules and laws that you have to obey, and if you're talking to a representative of that country, they can help you sort out bureaucracy and other problems of production problems if you try to shoot in that person country. So cooperating between webfests for co-productions is very important, not only for creators but also for the founders of these festivals and for everyone. So I congratulate everyone from Montreal Webfest. I speak un petit de français. I'm sorry, I wish I could have done all this interview in French, but I'm not that advanced so far. I'm still very amateur. And I wish you guys the best festival ever. I think these interviews are awesome. I'm really glad you're doing it and promoting the webfest community and the web series community. Thank you for your work, and I hope to meet you guys in person one day. See you soon, and best wishes from Brazil. Ciao.